Hi friends, good morning. So what I'm going to do this time is I'm going to read you the questions and then I'm going to go back and I'm going to read you the story. That way you can kind of hear what important things you need to be listening for. Okay? Number 1 asks you, who is telling the story? Frankie, Ronnie, the mother with the baby, a narrator who is not a character. Number 2, what can you tell by reading the story? A, why Ronnie does not pick up the money. B, why Frankie is unsure about what to do. C, what Frankie's dad will do after they leave the store. D, what the woman would do if she did not find her money. All right, now let's go back up to the story. Go ahead and pause the video right now and put your name at the top. Okay. A good deed. Oh, Frankie, this store is no fun, Ronnie said to me while waiting in the checkout line with our dad. There were no toys or games at the store, so I was going to agree. But just then, I saw some $20 bills on the floor. What should we do? I asked Ronnie quietly. She shrugged. I looked around and didn't see anyone searching for anything. I started to think about the new game I wanted to buy. With my heart beating wildly, I put the money in my pocket. A mother with a baby was standing in line in front of us. When it was time for her to pay, I saw that she was searching in her bag. Then she said, "I'm sorry, but I can't find my money." Then I understood that I had her money. Ronnie knew it too and hit my arm. I closed my eyes and pictured myself playing the game I wanted. It would be so fun, I thought. But then I knew that it probably wouldn't be. I would feel bad every time I started to play. I saw that the mother in front of us looked worried and upset. "I have your money," I said and held it out for her. "I saw it on the floor while we were waiting in line." "Thank you," she said. Then she looked up at my dad and said, "I hope my little boy grows up to be as good as yours." From the way Dad smiled, I knew he was proud of me. Number 1, who is telling the story? Frankie, Ronnie, the mother with the baby, a narrator who is not a character. Number 2, what can you tell by reading the story? A, why Ronnie does not pick up the money. B, why Frankie is unsure about what to do. C, what Frankie's dad will do after they leave the store. D, what the woman would do if she did not find her money. Okay, so then our next story is What a Mess. Let's go read the questions. So this question is going to ask us, what does restless mean? Number 4 is going to ask us, what does helpful mean? What a mess. That day, the children at school left more of a mess than usual. It had been raining for the past 3 days straight, so they hadn't been able to go out for lunch. But today was a beautiful day. The sun was out and everyone was restless, so they gobbled down their lunch faster than usual. As soon as they could, they raced outside. Hutta got up to follow her friends out. That's when she saw how much stuff had been left at her table. There were paper bags, juice boxes, wrappers, and uneaten food. She had never paid attention to the mess the students left before, but now she saw Miss Margaret at the other end of the almost empty cafeteria throwing stuff into a large garbage pail. Hutta realized how much work was there for Miss Margaret. It didn't seem fair that she had to clean it up all that mess by herself. Hutta grabbed the garbage can closest to her and pulled it over to her table. She started throwing all the garbage in the pail. In less than a minute, the table was clean. When she looked up, Miss Margaret was there smiling. "Why, Hutta," she said, "that was so helpful of you." So friends, on number 3, I'm going to read the paragraph from the passage. That day, the children at the school left more of a mess than usual. It had been raining for the past 3 days straight, so they hadn't been able to go out for lunch. But today was a beautiful day. The sun was out and everyone was restless, so they gobbled down their lunch faster than usual. As soon as they could, they raced outside. What does restless mean? A, resting again. B, starting to fall asleep. C, needing to rest. or D, wanting to move around? Number 4. Read the paragraph from the passage. Huda grabbed the garbage can closest to her and pulled it over to her table. She started throwing all the garbage in the pail. In less than a minute, the table was clean. When she looked up, Miss Margaret was there smiling. "Why, Huda," she said, "that was so helpful of you." What does helpful mean? Does it mean giving help? B, needing help? C, not nice? Or D, always happy? Okay, and our last story is Trash to Treasure. Question number 5 asks us who's telling the story. Question number 6 asks us what does colorful mean. Question number 7 asks us what does careful mean. What does the word careful warn the children about? Number 8, what can you tell by reading the story? Number 9, what does tireless mean? And then number 10, circle 2 words that show how Miss Mackey feels about the results of the Trash to Treasure sale. Trash to Treasure. "I want to talk about trash," said Miss Mackley to her art class. "Trash is garbage. Where does garbage go when we throw it away? It doesn't just disappear. It gets taken somewhere else, to a dump. It still takes up space, though. Throwing away too much garbage means that more and more and more of the earth gets covered with trash dumps. Our class can help. We will stop some things from becoming trash." The children were surprised. What did trash have to do with art class? "We can use old things to make new art," said Miss Mackley. She told the class she wanted to have a trash to treasure sale. The class would use old things from the art room to make new things to sell. "Our sale will help us clean the closet," said Miss Mackey. "It will also keep things from becoming trash." Miss Mackey put the kids in groups. She gave Tim's group glue and a stack of paper scraps. She also gave them empty cans and jars. "You can make pencil holders," said Miss Mackey. "You can make them colorful by just covering them with paper." Miss Mackey gave Ari's group old posters. She also gave them ribbon and a tool called a hole punch. "You can make gift tags," said Miss Mackey. "Cut pieces from the posters, write the words to and from on the plain side, then punch a hole in the tag and tie it with a ribbon." She told the group to be careful with scissors and hole punch. Miss Mackey gave Nina's group paper towel tubes. She also gave them string, peanut butter, and birdseed. "You can make bird feeders," said Miss Mackey. "Use the string to make a hanger for the feeder. Spread sticky peanut butter on the tubes and then roll the tubes in birdseed." The kids worked the whole week to make things for the sale. Miss Mackey invited their parents to come shop. All the moms and dads were proud of the class. Some parents even said they planned to have their own Trash to Treasure sale. The next week, Miss Mackey surprised her class once again. She bought a tree with money from the sale. "I wanted to do something nice for all the tireless work you did," Miss Mackey said. "I wanted to do something nice for Earth, too." The kids helped her plant the tree right in front of the school. Number 5, who's telling the story? A, Nina. B, Miss Mackey. C, a parent. D, an outside narrator. Read the sentence from the passage. "You can make pencil holders," said Miss Mackey. "You can make them colorful by covering them with paper." What does colorful mean? A, having no colors at all. B, having the wrong colors. C, having different colors. D, having too many colors. What does the word careful warn the children about? She told the group to be careful with the scissors and hole punch. So what does careful warn the children about? A, they could get tired. B, they are working too slowly. C, they are not listening. D, they could get hurt. Number 8, what can you tell by reading the story? A, what each child thinks of the sale. B, what the parents think of the sale. C, what type of sale the students will do next. D, what the parents plan. Excuse me, friends. What the parents plan to sell in their own sales. Number 9, read the sentence from the passage. What does tireless mean in the sentence? "I wanted to do something nice for all the tireless work you did," Miss Mackey said. A, stopping before. B, stopping after. C, without stopping. D, always stopping. Circle the 2 words that show how Miss Mackey feels about the results of the Trash to Treasure sale. Pleased, surprised, excited, sorry, unhappy.